Well, hi. Today is Wednesday, May 21st, 2025. I'm Todd Studer, and this is Morning Coffee. Great road trip yesterday. Rained quite a bit of it, to be honest with you, but went up to north central Iowa, saw some old friends in Humboldt, which is a community. It's a decent-sized community. They got a lot of great restaurants and great businesses that are there. And as I'm making the ride, I was reminded of a lot of things that come with living in Iowa, and specifically living in Southwest Iowa. So I put something together for today. No interview today, as you just got me. And I wanted to share that with you. So we're going to talk about some of the different things that I've learned while living in Southwest Iowa. So that's coming up on today's show. If you have a leak, a clogged drain, or planning a big remodel, Waldstein Plumbing in Council Bluffs has you covered. Fast, reliable service and expert craftsmanship. They handle everything from small repairs to major installations. They're locally owned and take pride in doing the job right the first time. Residential or commercial, big or small, when plumbing problems strike, call Waldstein Plumbing. Visit them online at waldsteinplumbing.com. My website, justsuecreative.com, is the one that put that together. You know, she can help you with yours as well, from search engine optimization, content creation, marketing, everything you need to take your company to the next level. Sue Pitts has a real passion for small business, helping them thrive here in this digital world. And a great starting point, visit her website. Click on that button that says free consultation and get something scheduled. Again, justsuecreative.com is her website. And a big thank you to Bryce Taylor with GLI Insurance Group. We are due to get out and do another restaurant review with Bryce. He is the founder of the Council Bluffs Food Lovers page, and that is growing by leaps and bounds. And also, he has a passion for small restaurants that we have in the area. And I'm crossing my fingers. I heard that we're going to be doing breakfast next, so that's coming up very, very soon. And don't forget, GLI Insurance Group is a locally and family-owned independent insurance group that's been helping people find the best possible plan for them for over a decade. Bryce has an office just up the road on Old Lincoln Highway from Council Bluffs in Crescent. So stop in and get a quote from Bryce and find out just how much he can help you. All right. As I said, today's show, a little bit different. No guests, no interviews. You and I are just going to have a little conversation here. And this is something actually that I wrote because I didn't want to mess it up. So we'll just refer back and forth. So if you see me reading, that's what that is. But, you know, if you live in one place long enough, you know, little things start to stand out. You know, they go from background noise to something that you genuinely value. I first moved to Southwest Iowa in 1997. I took a job with KMA, and I quickly realized that there is a community feel all across the region, whether where I live in Council Bluffs or at the time in Shenandoah, Page County, Mills County, Pot County, Harrison County. All of the different, we've got a lot in Southwest Iowa, and there is that community feel, and it's taught me a lot. So I'm going to share with you 5 things that I've learned from living in our corner of the world and why I believe that right now they matter more than ever. All right. Number 1, this happened just yesterday. People still wave. You know, it starts small. You're driving down a gravel road and, you know, you see a pickup coming from the other direction and you're just driving along and you get one of these just like that. Happened yesterday. I was on Highway 37 approaching Highway 59. That intersection is just north of Harlan, and a school bus had made the turn and was coming towards me, and the bus driver gave me one of these. And I looked over at Diane and I said, oh, I forgot where I'm at. Yep, we're waving out here. And, you know, it's quiet, it's unassuming, but it says something. It says, I see you. You and I, we're sharing the road right now. We're in the same place. And in a world that's just full of distractions, that small gesture, you know, still holds a lot of ground. And it reminds me that connection doesn't have to be complicated sometimes. It's just a wave. All right. Community, it's not just an event. It's a habit. You know, we all love the county fair, the fireman's breakfast, that homecoming parade, the Celebrate CB parade that we just had. But community doesn't live in the calendar. It lives in the in-between moments. You know, it's the neighbor who is mows your front lawn when you were working late, or it's that high school kid who is shoveling snow for the elderly lady down the street, or it's volunteers showing up at the food pantry week after week, even when no one's watching. In Southwest Iowa, community isn't just an idea. It's a reflex. We don't think about helping. We just do it. And that, to me, is a beautiful thing. Number 3, small towns run on trust. And Southwest Iowa is mostly small towns. I live in Council Bluffs, a little bit bigger, but still, it's a big small town, but it's still a small town. And in Southwest Iowa, your word is your signature. We still loan tools out to the neighbor. We don't sign a contract for that. We still wave somebody through at the four-way stop. Technically, it wasn't even their turn, but we waved them through. We trust our neighbors to keep an eye on our place while we're out of town. And they do. Trust can be broken anywhere, but here, it's still the default. It's still expected, and it's still valued. We learn that doing what you say you'll do, even in the smallest things, matters. And that's a lesson I think we could all stand to remember no matter where we live. Number 4, everyone wears more than one hat. This is something that I'm sure that you've seen, but are you paying attention? The guy that's fixing your sink, he's also the youth baseball coach. The woman who's ringing up your groceries in a small town, she's often organizing the town's holiday lighting. The high school principal, good chance he's grilling burgers down at the club's cookout, whatever the service organization is. In Southwest Iowa, nobody does just one thing. We pitch in where we're needed. We step up when the moment calls, and nobody's asking for credit. We learn quickly that titles don't matter much. What matters is showing up. And out here, people show up. And number 5, stories live longer than headlines. You don't find most of our stories in the newspaper, but they do live on, told over coffee on porches or in the stands on a Friday night. We remember the flood, remember the tornado, remember the barn fire the year the band went to D.C. We remember who pitched in and who showed up and who led quietly without needing a spotlight. These stories matter because they're not just memories. They're how we teach our kids what it means to be from here. They're how we honor the people who built this place, and they're how we remind ourselves that even in a noisy world, our story still matters. That's just 5 short things. I'm curious, leave me a comment about some of the lessons that you've learned about being from Southwest Iowa. And here's the thing, that most of America is made up of small towns. That's how it is. Yeah, I'm not talking about population. I'm talking about size. Most is small towns, and most is just like this. That's what it means to be from here. So, it's handshake still means something. And home, it's not just always a place. Sometimes it's people. And I know that my friends and the people that I surround myself with, that's what home means to me, and that's what it means to be here living in Southwest Iowa. Navigating the healthcare system can be challenging, frustrating, and time-consuming. And for you and your family, My Nurse Healthcare in Council Bluffs can help. Nurse advocates provide one-on-one guidance and support every step of the way. With a dedicated nurse by your side, you're going to get the right care from the right provider at the right time. Visit mynursehealthcare.com. Service Master Restore by Schmader knows it can be hard to get back to normal when you've suffered serious property damage due to flooding, fire, or smoke. And Service Master Restore by Schmader will restore your space by offering quality commercial and residential restoration services in Council Bluffs and the surrounding area. That's Service Master Restore by Schmader. And technology should work for you, not against you. At ThinkSpace IT, they provide expert IT solutions to keep your business running smoothly and securely. From cybersecurity and cloud services to network management and tech support, they simplify IT so you can focus on what matters most. Stay protected, stay connected, stay ahead. Visit ThinkSpaceIT.com. Well, that's going to wrap up today's show. And again, a big thank you to just bearing with me a little bit as I'm bringing a few lessons. Shows like this for today, to be honest, are probably more for me. But this is a big part of what it is that I do, and the reason that I do it from where I do it, because, community matters. And I've been telling anybody that'll listen to me, And I'll be telling more people this week that Council Bluffs, I look at us as the biggest small town in Iowa. That's who we are. And a lot of those lessons apply right here at home. Yeah, Council Bluffs has problems just like every place has problems. But we're going to focus on what's positive. And again, you've heard me say it, and I'll keep saying it. The brighter of a light you shine on the positive, the less comfortable the negative is being around it. My name's Todd Studer. We'll see you back here again tomorrow morning.